field you have to insert in the URL. Okay, so that is about this go to URL actions. Okay, so till now it is bit easy only. Till now it is these things are very easy things. You can learn these things. These are easy things till now. But here we have few more a few more options are there. Those are nothing but change set value section and change parameter value section. So these two are a bit difficult to understand. But if you go through by concept, right, then it will be easy for us to understand. So we already know how to change how to create a parameter, right? So once you create parameter, we'll see how to change that parameter value using actions. Okay. So as of now, I have already created some things here. First, I will try to explain what we are doing in here, and later we'll try to create the similar type of thing. But let me show you what. First, we will see. Here, I am demonstrating 3 examples here under change parameter value section. So very important things in real time. So this is use case 1. So this is second use case, and this is third use case. Okay. So I listed all the use cases here. So you can go through. Okay. So first thing here is we have to change the parameter values, right? So for that reason, I have created 3 parameters, 17, 18, and 19 parameters I have created. Now, initially, the parameter 17 value is east here. And sheet 18 is no data here. And for parameter 19, there is no value here. Okay. So initial values of the parameters are 17 is east here, 18 is no data here, and 19 is nothing is here. Now, what will happen is sheet 445 is the source sheet. So what is the meaning of source sheet? Means so 445 is a source sheet and parameters 17, 18, 19 are the target parameters. Now what will happen is when I click on the source sheet, that is when I click on the central here, you see what will happen to the parameters. When I click on the central here, you see all the parameters are changing their values to central here. Okay. After that, we have few more options on the target side. That are nothing but for parameter 17, I just applied keep selected values option. For parameter 18, I just used set values to option. And for sheet 19, also I used the concatenation option. So I'll discuss what will happen. So what is the meaning of keep selected value means? If you uncheck this central, right? When you uncheck this central here, this parameter will keep the same central value only here. Okay. And for parameter 18, set value means, for example, when I unselect this central here, I want sheet, I want parameter 18 to be set to a particular value that is called no value option, no data option, like that. Okay. So let me see what will happen when I uncheck this central here. Now you see parameter 17 still showing the central only, but parameter 18 is showing that no data here. So when you uncheck this central here, keep selected values means this parameter will still show the selected value only, but parameter 18 will show the default value to no data here. And for parameter 19, we will see what is the meaning of concatenation option. So if I select central here, all the parameters are showing central here, and press control here and select east also here. Select 2 values in the source side. Select central and east here. Now you see what is happening. In the keep selected value, it is still showing only central only. In the set value also, it is still showing the only one value only. But in the concatenation, it is concatenating the selected values. So I have selected central and east, right? So on the parameter side, it is showing central comma east here. So it is concatenating all the values what you have selected here. And for example, when you press control and when you click on the south here, now you see my parameter 19 is showing concatenating all the values what I have selected, uh, and concatenating all the values, but using the comma here. Okay, like that. So let's see how to achieve this. So it is a very so easy thing only. You have to practice more time. Okay. Let me go to a particular sheet. First, let me create a source sheet, that is sheet 4445. In this, we have region and sales. So let's drag the region into the row shelf and the sales into the text. So even if you drag the sales into the text or not, it is not a matter. Why? Because parameter actions will always performed based on the dimension values only. So based on the dimension values only, actions will be performed. Why? Because I have different region values here, but the sales value is like measure only here. So just remember that actions will be performed based on the dimension value what you have selected. It is not based on the measure what you have selected. Even you click on the measure value here, that will take the corresponding dimension value central only here. When you click on this 890, it won't take this 890, but it will take corresponding region here. That is dimension value it will take. Okay. So I have created my source sheet here. Now let's create a parameter. Now like it is a parameter 17. So for simplicity, what I'll say is like parameter action. Okay. Now under data type, you can select, maybe you can select anything here. For now, I can select string here. Under current value, you can select east here. So that means when you open the dashboard, or when you open this, when you open the worksheet, right? When you open the dashboard, right? The default value of the parameter is east. And you can select all values here. All values means uh, user can enter any value here, or user can display any value here in this parameter. Okay, just remember this is the name of the parameter is parameter 7 and parameter action. Just click on OK. Now just show this as a show this parameter. See, once you create parameters, right? You can place this parameter anywhere. Like you can place this parameter in the text, in the color shelf, in the size shelf, and you can place the parameters in the sheet title also. For example, double click on the title here. After the sheet name, I can insert this parameter also. Okay. So once you create the parameter, you can place that parameter anywhere in the sheet. Just make it blue color. Okay. Initially, what is the value of this parameter is right, but this parameter is not showing here. We'll see why it is not showing. Okay. 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 Bold, make it bold. Okay. So you see, when I click on the east here, nothing is happening in the parameter side. When you click on the south here, nothing is happening, nothing is changing in the parameter here. Why? Because we have to apply the parameter actions here. If we don't apply any parameter action, nothing will happen to the parameter here. Like that. Okay. So like that. Now what I will do to apply the parameter actions, see here in two places you can see actions. If you are in the worksheet, right, then you can simply go to worksheet and you can simply click on the actions. But if you are in the dashboard, right, you can go to dashboard and you can simply click on the actions here. But we are in the sheet, right, because of that reason, dashboard actions are disabled here. And one more thing you have to remember here is, if you apply some action in the sheet side, and if you go to the dashboard, right, these actions will not work, because what are the actions you will apply in the sheet, right, that will be applicable when you come to that particular sheet only. Okay. So just go to worksheet here, just click on actions here, just click on add, go to this worksheet, click on add action, click on the change parameter values action. So the source is always sheet only. So you can select a particular sheet here, sheet 70, and you can select action here. Under target parameter, just remember, very important, under target parameter, we have to select this parameter, parameter 7. And source field we have to select. So what is the meaning of source field? In the source is sheet 70, right? So in the sheet 70, what are the dimensions we are having? Region, right? So because of that reason, when you click on the source field here, I can see all the dimensions what we have in the sheet 70. Whatever the dimensions you have in the sheet, you will see all those dimensions here. You see here, I don't see here sum of sales value here. Why? Because while creating the parameter, the type of the parameter what I have selected, string parameter. Because of that reason, it will show here only string fields only it will show here. Okay, just click on OK. Now under aggregation, I told you concatenate option also there. Maximum, minimum, none, and concatenate option also there. And on the target side, you can see keep current value and set value to options are there. I just showed you, right? So keep current value means, for example, if I select south here, that south will be always there until you select other value here. Set value means, for example, when you uncheck the central or east right here, then that will be set to a particular value that is called no data. What we have seen is that no data. Okay, so let me go to that one here. You see, keep selected value is nothing but this option. This option, keep current value is nothing but that option, and set value is nothing but this option. So initially we have to set this to no data, right? So when you click on central, right, this will show central here. When you unselect this, it will show no data here. So if you want to achieve the type of requirement, just to go for set value option and just select no value here like that. Okay, and just go to keep current value. Or just you can go to set value to no none here. Just click on OK. Just click on OK. Now you see what will happen. Initially, what is the parameter value? East here. Now when you click on the central here, now you see my parameter is changing to central here. And also we are placing the parameter in the sheet 70 title, right? So you can see that value also here. So based on the requirement, you can place your parameter wherever you want. When you click on south here, now my parameter is changing to south here. When you uncheck this south, now you see my parameter is changing to set value option, which we have entered is no data. Okay, for example, if you edit this parameter and sorry, if you go to dash worksheet actions and just edit this action under set value, if you don't provide anything here, right, then it will show null value there. Okay, you see when you click on central, it will show central here. When you uncheck this, it won't show any value here, like that simple. Okay, now if you go to a dashboard here, if you place a sheet 70 here, and when you click on central here, nothing is happening to the parameter here. Why? Because we have applied this change parameter action in the sheet level, not at the dashboard level. If you want the same thing to be work here also, you can go to dashboard actions. You have to apply the same formula here also. Okay, so this is very important thing we have to understand in the real time examples. Okay, so let me know if you're confusing something like that. So very important scenarios these are advanced interview questions also. If you are able to answer these questions, or if you are able to you can achieve a few requirements using these actions which some other developers will feel difficult. So okay, if you go to a interview, they don't want to select you, right? Then one of the simplest questions they will ask is this change parameter values action. They will ask you a question on this topic. If you are not able to answer, they won't select you like that. So if they want to select you, right, they will asking you some difficult questions. Okay, now we'll come to one more requirement here. So this requirement here is like, you see, initially 447 is the source sheet. It is showing category wise, like furniture, office supplies, technology wise sales here. Why it is showing a category wise sales means, in this button, right? In this button, we have selected category here. Because of that reason, the sheet is showing category by sales. Now, when you click on the region button here, now you see the same sheet is showing a region wise sales. And that particular region is now went to orange color, just to show the user that you have selected region here. When you click on subcategory here, now the same sheet is showing subcategory wise sales. So the measure is not changing here, but we are changing the dimension dynamically based on the button you have selected here. Okay. Now, if you want to change the measure also here, right? We have one more option here, which is called, when you select profit here, you see my measure is changing to profit here. So dynamic this is called dynamic measure selection. Okay. So this is called dynamic measure selection. And if you are changing the dimension value here, dimension value, that is nothing but dynamic dimension selection. Just give me a second.